What's going on, guys? Sunchu here with 9RG9 Realms. I'm here with my good friend Chuck. We're here with more Biomutant footage. We have two trailers that we're going to react to together. And then we're going to talk a little bit about our character selection, what we're drifting towards, what our first character is going to be like, and then what you can expect from us from a content perspective on what kind of content you may be seeing on this channel. How are you today, Chuck?
I'm doing good, brother. I'm excited for this. Been really looking forward to it. Looking forward to this game, man. I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that these trailers, from what I'm hearing and what hype I'm seeing on not only our first video on Biomutant, but also on Twitter, I'm seeing it every single day. So many people are excited for this game. So to say that we're hyped is a complete understatement. I think that we're both ready to just dive in there and see what kind of experiences we're able to gain, and then just share that with the community and share what kind of stories we have. So let's get into this first video and see what it's all about. We got the official May the 1st trailer.
May the 1st. Let's
May the
go.
1st.
Eu é bomboye. Coibe o corfabe.
That's a toilet brush.
It is.
Falo alo hero.
Little mouse with a toilet brush.
Imagine that thing crawling out of your toilet, dude.
Get it, dude. He's wearing like a Star Wars coat as well.
Look at him. Go get him,
Get
bro.
it, dude.
Like I'm watching a Star Wars intro, bro. Oh, shoot. Oh, baby.
One of those speeders, dude.
Yeah.
Ja,
Look at the bow.
Kabobe.
And now he's got a rolling pin, dude.
A flaming rolling pin.
It is Star Wars, bro. May the 1st be with you, bro.
No, that's good. That's good.
That was real good.
I like
Oh.
the homage that they gave to Star Wars in general, and just
Bro.
had him in the robe get up.
Yep.
He had the red lightsaber there at the end. That was definitely the bad guy.
Yeah, dude. I just love the character this game has, man.
And we only that was only one. We just went over character selection and looked at all the possibilities whenever you're going into not only the classes or the breeds, but you can also go into more specific details whenever it comes to stats. And that physically alters your character, just like we said in the last video. And the altercations, I mean, those are going to be ever-changing as you progress in the story.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see how our characters are gonna look through our journeys, dude. Because our shit's gonna look totally different, bro.
Right,
It's gonna be awesome.
Here's the second one. It's the final preview. This one just released about 5-6 hours ago. So this is our first look at this video. We'll see if it has any additional content for us that we can really review and look forward to.
Mutant in action, there's a sense that it's a mashup of different fantasy and science fiction genres, all vying for control. Described as a post-apocalyptic kung fu fable, the action storytelling on display presents an adventure that's an intriguing mix of the classic animated film Secret of Nim, along with the platforming and action games like Enslaved Odyssey to the West and Devil May Cry. And therein lies the hook for Biomutant. It wears its weirdness on its sleeve, presenting an alluring take on what the post-apocalyptic Earth would look like once the animals inherit the world. Before its full release on May 25th, we had the chance to check out a final preview of Biomutant. We got a clearer sense of the game's focus on action and storytelling, and how the hero's journey will evolve in a world full of talking animals and decaying automatons.
Stories only survive if someone is listening, so pay attention.
First revealed back in 2017, Biomutant is the debut game from Experiment 101, a studio made up of the former developers from the Just Cause series. Biomutant is a departure that instead focuses on more exploring a Zelda-like map with action RPG mechanics that blend third-person combat and RPG-like progression. While you may play as a nameless protagonist, Biomutant's story is told from the perspective of a narrator who feels lifted from a children's animated film. However, this works in Biomutant's favour. It presents a charming, if unusual, take on a post-apocalyptic action RPG, where your narrative decisions and tactics in combat are given commentary from an omnipotent observer.
This area is biocontaminated. It's really hazardous.
The main plot focuses on the hero's quest to save the Tree of Life from rival clans and an evil group known as the World Eaters, who seek to trigger a new apocalypse. Just before the intro, you can customize your hero's breed and class types, along with their height, fur color, and some surprisingly robust options for body proportions.
There it is, dude.
Define
There we
your
go,
style.
dude.
One of the more intriguing details in Biomutant is its surprisingly robust crafting system. Like its story and combat, the
This is
crafting
what I'm
element
hyped
leans
for,
heavily
dude.
into
I'm
the
looking to
scavenging
get
aspect
into
of
that.
surviving in the
Let's see
post-human
some
world.
good
And
crafting.
all the trinkets and scrap you
Yeah,
find when
dude.
exploring the world
That's the
can
one
be
thing, like,
repurposed
in all
into
these new
guns
clips,
and melee
bro,
weapons.
it's
One example we
you
saw
don't
during
see
our
a weapon
preview
that looks like the last one they showed.
Mhm.
You know, and that's got me hyped because just being able to make something you want. And I know they've said there's over 1 million customization options when it comes to the weapons you can make with the system they have in place. And I just think that's fantastic.
Right.
was a new melee weapon crafted from a walking cane, a pair of scissors, and a mangled metal safe door, resulting in the cane strongbox. You can also add special elemental modifiers to the mix, turning your jury-rigged weapons into death-dealing machines. Like The Legend of Zelda, Biomutant features a mix of open exploration and fast-paced target-locked combat. When exploring the different zones, the hero character will be able to leap, dash, and rush across the large landscapes and explore buildings to scrounge supplies and unearth clues about the planet's ancient history. On top of that, they will also be able to ride mounts made of scrap to explore the most dangerous areas of the world, including a toxic waterway and heavily irradiated zones that require you to constantly monitor your health. We saw the broad strokes of what the world is like during our look at the game, and it's an incredibly detailed and vibrant setting to see. However, it still left me wondering about the density of the game's apparently 8x8 kilometer world and how interconnected its locales will all be in the final release, which was unfortunately difficult to get a sense of in our preview. Now, the world is quite dangerous, but the hero character of Biomutant comes with an assortment of skills and weapons to meet each challenge head-on. Just like in Capcom's Devil May
Look at
Cry,
that
your
helmet,
tactics
bro.
and combat focus
Yeah.
on mixing melee strikes with your firearms
this.
and special magic
Oh,
attacks,
it's so
which
nice,
open up some
dude.
clever opportunities to hit enemies when they're most vulnerable. But it can sometimes come off as a bit disorientating with the sudden shifts between third-person and lock-on targeting. The number of options you have can present some fun and thrilling opportunities to finish a fight in style. Biomutant is balancing various mechanics and approaches to storytelling, which certainly make for an enticing take on a post-apocalyptic adventure game. This new open-world game has been a long time coming, and with its full release coming on May 25th, we're poised to see how this post-apocalyptic kung fu fable will unfold. For more on Biomutant and other games releasing this summer, make sure to hit that subscribe button and of course check on GameSpot.com.
Fantastic,
All right.
dude.
Yeah. I mean, it's looking good. You know that. It's just getting more and more exciting, and to think that it's what 3 weeks out. It's like, get here already, dude.
Yeah, dude, I'm
Hurry
counting down the
up.
days. I
Hurry
think the main
up.
thing that sticks out for me is like the one thing I could describe this game as is diverse. How many different mounts, different pieces of equipment did we see? How many different like environments did we see? You know what I mean?
In just a matter of minutes.
Yeah,
You know?
and like I know these type of graphics aren't for everyone, you know, but that world is gorgeous, dude.
It
like
is.
like looking at that, like just waiting to see how it looks on my PC. That's just exciting, man.
Yep. Absolutely. So down to the nitty gritty. Check. What class you playing?
So I'm on the fence right now. I know what I want to do. I want to be a melee shooter hybrid. That when I saw this game and I saw the combat and I saw some of the gameplay, I immediately was like, oh my god, being able to get in and out of combat, get a couple hits in and then shoot again. So looking us going over the classes and races and stuff, I think Primal's really going to be what's for me because they suit that play style the best. But I'm down to two classes, either the Deadeye or the Saboteur, and it's all depends on if I want to go more melee heavy at the start or more gun heavy at the start. And I really haven't made that decision yet, but I'm excited to get in there and make that decision.
Well, you know me, like we discussed, the magic about a game is what else does it give? What else does it add? You know, and,
Yep.
And there's abilities in this known as psyops. That's its mage powers. And generally speaking, whenever you go into a new title, if it has some kind of niche, going strictly into that niche makes the title a lot more challenging. So for me, I think that I'm going to be going into the Murgle because its capabilities of finding more loot in general is just going to help really give that, you know, scavenger feel and scavenger-esque into my game. I want to find anything and everything on my first playthrough. I don't want to go through and possibly miss something that could have dropped. You know what I mean? And to really round it out, I really want to look at the Psyops mutations as well. I want to look and see what kind of spells could be available if I were to completely go down that path. But
Yeah.
I want to fiddle with some weapons too. So I'm not totally going into Psyops. Like I'm not going to be playing FIP, but I'm going into possibly between, you know, agility and intellect, just so I can do mage or Psyops if I want to. But I can fiddle around with some weapons too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for your playthrough, man. Like being able to see what kind of like magic abilities you get, psyops abilities. That's gonna be really cool to see because I'm not gonna experience that with mine. I'm going for that quick melee gunplay, dude. And so being able to contrast our different play styles is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a sight to see, and really just to see two different kind of playthroughs instead of just the one that you'd normally get to experience. So thank you guys for joining us on these first reactions. We are beyond stoked for Biomutant and what it has in store for us. Stay tuned for further content in regards to Biomutant. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment below. What class are you going to play? Are you going to, you know, be playing Biomutant whenever it comes out? Any particular breed? Anything you'd like to see? Put it down below. Let us know. Thanks for dropping in.
Like and subscribe, gang.